Well, well, well. Everything is well with me here in Bedrock. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King. Having a bunch of fun as always, y'all. Big weekend coming up. Here on the Jersey Shore, the Haskell Stakes. $1 million, a field of 8, and guess who's in town? Extra, extra. Read all about it. It's the Reporter Horse. Journalism, y'all. And of course, big races up at Saratoga, the CCA Oaks. The girls are in town. And you got the Alfred, Vanderbilt, and the Caress Stakes. So big weekend. Tip sheets available for both. Tell you now, just email me at speedking24@yahoo.com. And text the office 732-804-0637. And the Speed King is in rare form, as always. Get your orders in. Hey, big shout out to my boy, Maurice Howard out there. Mr. Mo, my man. All right. And my boy Robert M, man. You know, shout out to, how could I leave my girl, Kim Thomas, out? She's my girl, you know. And again, shout out to all the community out there. I mean, I feel real good today. And we're going to take a look at the Grade 1 CCA Oaks. The girls are in town. Up in Saratoga on Saturday. We're going to kind of have, you know, be distracted a little bit. We got big races going on all around the country. I think it's like 17 stake races throughout the country. But we're going to focus on Monmouth Park in Saratoga, of course, the premier meet up there. And the Grade 1, race number 10 on the card on Saturday up at Saratoga Springs, the CCA Oaks, for $500,000. And they're going a mile and 8. And some of my girls, they're in town. There's no doubt about it. Really, really beautiful race, this here race. Small field, but very, very compact race, right? And I'm going to tell you now, this race can go several ways. It's going to be a rider's race, okay? Tacticianist, whoever can figure out what to do, okay? Because if it goes one way, then it's going to go, you know, that way, and vice versa. And let's run through all 6 of them, right? Real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Race number 10, the CCA Oaks. And the number 1, no it isn't, it's Immersive. Godolphin, the homebred, that's right, my folks out there. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Matoon out there in Dubai. Godolphin got Immersive in the house, right? Well, Immersive obviously don't need no introduction by the Derby winning Nyquist on the back end by that great sire, Bernardini, right? And trained by Brad Cox. Manny Franco's in the arms. He's won 4 races out of 5 starts and 1 second. And again, this one is obviously need no introduction. Breaking from the rail, should save some ground. And ran our first race as a 3-year-old. Yeah, as a 3-year-old on June 14th, about a month ago, in an overnight stake race, the Monomore Girls Stakes, after a 225-day layoff. And she got beat by a neck by Take Charge Milady, the number 4 horse in this race. But Immersive probably needed that race after 200 days off. Breaking from the rail, should save the ground, has enough forward speed to be in contact with the leader of the bunch in here, and Manny should save all the ground, should get a very, very nice trip, and obviously is a very, very high win contender in here. Now, probably is not going to be my top pick in here. No, he didn't. He's not picking the Dolphin to win it. Well, obviously she can win it, but there's another horse in here that you know I love equally. Hey, by the way, Immersive is one of the fillies, my favorite fillies in training. Immersive, and of course Lacara, who's the number 6 horse in here, and the Todd Pletcher runner, which we'll talk about later. Sweet Seraphine, the number 2 horse. Well, Sweet Seraphine is trained by Sherry Duvall. Quality road. This one should be able to run all day, y'all. And she is also on the back end grandsires Bernardini. So the number 2 horse is an up and coming filly. She only has 3 starts, 2 of them are wins and 1/3. So that tell you there's a lot of room to improve. She broke her maiden this year at Churchill Down, went to Belmont at Aqueduct June 22nd, about 3 weeks ago. Won an overnight stake race, the Wilton Stakes, and missed the break and came from way downtown with Jose with Irad Ortiz. Jose Ortiz is up now. I don't know if I think she can win this race, but she is improving and she's going to have to improve, and I think she will improve the number 2 horse. But I will say this, if you don't like the number 2 horse to win, which I don't particularly like her to win, but I tell you, if you're playing vertically, exactors, tries, and superfectors, please, she should be a square price. Do not leave the number 2 horse from underneath in the verticals, cause one thing for sure, the last 70 yards, the number 2 horse will be making up the most ground out of all of them, okay? And she's going further than she's ever run, being by Quality Road. The most she's ever run was a mile. This is a mile and the 8. So again, I don't particularly like Sweet Seraphine to win the race, but if I'm playing vertically, hey, you better use her underneath, and she's going to be running late, and should be a square price, okay, against this quality field. Number 3, Scottish Lassie. Well, I really do like this horse in this spot. You know, I'm on the borderline of picking Scottish Lassie as my top pick. Hey, listen. Abreu is doing the conditioning. You got Mr. Rolex in the arms, y'all. Joel Rosario, yeah, he's got more about race riding or horsebacking than most jocks know. Well, the number 3 horse, I really like this horse in this spot. McKenzie, right? She's by McKenzie, and she only has 1 win from 5 starts, so she's only beaten maidens. But her race in the Eggcorn, which was a sloppy racetrack, where Lucara got on the front end and just ran away with it, which might be the case again here today. But the Scottish Lassie, you know, is going to be a very, very tough cookie in this spot. 3rd race off the layoff, 3rd race as a 3-year-old, 43 days worth for rest, a big jock switch, Irad, from Irad to Rosario. No, he did not say it was an upgrade in the riders. From Irad to Joel Rosario, having a bunch of fun. Hey, Scottish Lassie, to me, is a big, huge win contender. Now, number 4 horse, Take Charge Me Lady. Well, you know, everybody knows her, McPeak, and Kamuch is in the arms, not Brian Hernandez. I think he's up at Monmouth Park this weekend. But Take Charge Me Lady looks like she's a little overmatched in here. She's a quality filly for sure. 3 wins from 8 starts, 2 seconds. Don't have to apologize. Should be about 4 or 5 to 1. I don't think she's going to win this race by no means, but I do think you have to use her underneath if you're playing exotics. I don't like her. She don't look fast enough going into this race. But it is McPeak. The number 5 horse, Dry Powder. Well, here's some of the speed here, right? Okay, Dry Powder trained by Chad Summers. That Chad Summers, that's right. And you got the Lascanos in the arms. That's always good. By Gun Runner, nice filly here. Broken Val on the back end. Overnight stake race, losing it in the Wilton Stakes to Sweet Serenade, Seraphine, the number 2 horse. The number 5 horse is going to offer pace in this race and could mess the race up. Okay, that's why I was saying earlier, the race could go one way or the other. It's going to be a tactician race. It's going to be a rider race. The number 5 horse is the inside speed inside the number 6 horse, Lucara. But I don't think the number 5 can win the race for sure. So, that being said, we get to Lucara. Well, it's Tracy Farmer. Well, both of my fillies are in this race, of course. Immersive, the number 1 horse, and the number 6 horse, Lucara. Lucara, obviously, is trained by Mark Cassie, and everybody knows my long love affair with the trainer, with the owner and breeder, Tracy Farmer. Don't talk about Albert the Great. I will talk about Albert the Great. Well, Tracy Farmer and Lucara and Mark Cassie has a very, very nice filly here, and I think that she's turned the corner, y'all, and she's going to be hell on wheels to beat in this one, right? She is the speed of the speed. The inside horse, Dry Powder, is going to try to go with her, but I don't think she's fast enough. But Lacara may get some pressure from the 5 horse, which may set it up for Scottish Lassie, if you ask me. But Lacara obviously is ridden by Dylan Davis, who's been up on this one the last 5 times. Went gate to wire in the Eggcorn State across the sloppy track. We got 7-1 on Lacara in that one, right? Oh, that was so. We're not getting 7-1 today, I can tell you that. But anyway, she's the outside speed. Shouldn't be wide by the time they get to the first turn, and is obviously a big win contender in control and speed. So here it is in the CCA Oaks. My top pick, I'm going to have to go to my girl, Lacara. That's right. I think she's where she needs to be now. I think she's on the beam, y'all. I really do. I think she can go gate the wire here and control this race, okay, for sure. She is my top pick, and she's going to be motor, right? Let's see who else tries to go with her if they do. If they leave her alone, they're going to be in a bunch of trouble. Lacara is very good now, and she's on the beam. She's my top pick. My second pick, well. I know. I'm going to go ahead and use Scottish Lassie. Comes out of the Eggcorn. It was a sloppy racetrack. Joe Rosario's up. And again, she should be able to save ground. But the sweet thing is, I think she's the one that's going to get the premier trip behind Lacara and drive power to the number 5. And should save all the ground. The number 3 horse, to me, I like this horse in this spot, y'all. And will be on all of my pick 3s, pick 4s, and pick 5s like that. And when you put Joe Rosario up, I like that a bunch. I really do like the number 3 horse, Scottish Lassie, if for no other reason, going to get the premier trip behind the speed up front. Should be sitting 3rd if you ask me. Okay, I see the 6 on top with the 5 right there, and the 3 horse sucking ground around there, and you got Joe Rosario. I like the number 3 horse. It'll be on all my horizontal tickets. That's my second pick. And my third pick, well, is my boy's Godolphin. It is the second race off of a long layoff, so she probably need that tightener when Take Charge Milady beat her. And she is also in the same position as the 3 horse, who should have enough speed, should be sitting a 4th, third at worst, but 4th behind Scottish Lassie. The number 1 horse, obviously, second race as a 3-year-old should be a lot better. It is a Godolphin bred. It is Bernie Deeney on the backside, and it is Brad Cox and his band of merry horses. Our third pick here is Immersive. Our fourth pick, if to round out the super, I'm going to go ahead and say the horse that's going to be making up the most ground, Sweet Seraphine. How good is this one going to be? Only 3 starts. She comes deep. She's going an extra 1/8 of a mile today. This one will be making up the most ground the last 70 yards, the number 2 horse. So there it is. It's all about Lacara here, y'all. I think she's going to go gate the wire once again. Wish I could get 7-1, right? Twirl the stick, pose for the pitcher. Lacara is very good now, y'all. She's very good for sure. Our second pick, who we like equally in this spot, y'all, we really like that Scottish Lassie. We think she's going to get the trip of her life around this racetrack. So for us, 6, 3, 1. Just like that, and throw the number 2 horse underneath in your verticals, right? Should be making up all the ground. We love Lacara in this spot. We really do love Scottish Lassie in this spot. 6-3. What about Godolphin? Don't ever worry about Godolphin. If you think Godolphin won't be on my pick 3s, pick 4s, you're sadly mistaken. How could I not put Godolphin on me, out of all people? Right? I wear the material. I got all kinds of memorabilia from them. Please, I'll never leave Godolphin off. But I love Lacara in this spot. Gate to wire, y'all, in my opinion. 6, 3, 1. Just like that, y'all. There it is in your CCA Oaks. My girls, they're back in town. Let's hope it don't rain up there. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm your Speed King. Of course. Boy, they're going to have to run to beat Tracy Farmer's Lacara. Boy, go and watch some Albert the Great races, right? Boy, Albert the Great, boy, in that Breeders' Cup Classic up at Belmont. Man, I think Tiz Now won his 2nd or 3rd Breeders' Cup Classic that day, boy. But Albert ran a great race that day. Bred no, Tracy Farmer. Shoot, that's 20 years ago. My name is Wayne Bolden. I am your Speed King. We're all about Lacara, and we love Scottish Lassie. They'll be on all of my tickets. What about Godolphin? Don't ever worry about the silky blue. Stay classy, y'all, in all that you do.